Essentially, the game is going to be released one boss at a time, spread between 3 months. It's a progression server. That's how it's like typically done. We just didn't expect that. Usually you would level up and all the bosses are available and you set your own pace. Hey, we haven't really farmed this first raid very much, but I think it's enough to go do the second raid. And you could just go do it, and that's what people expected. That's not what we got. So the debate is, do we just go play an old server, or do we play on the classic fresh server? And I don't know what the right answer here is. I really don't.
I took down
play
some
on the old server now. You have to.
No,
We've waited out.
we took down some nodes.
Chance, you really think we're gonna do this in a good year?
We're not going to be playing this for a year.
We're playing 5 months for Blackwing Lair.
We can't even do like the same rate
So,
for content. So.
The reality is, if we play on the classic fresh server and we are stuck there, and it's stuck, and it stays with progression and it goes with what it says it's going to be doing, we're going to get max level, and let's just say we do it in 2 months, and we're going to start raiding. We will clear Molten Core, and that'll be great, and we will farm Molten Core for a fucking month of the same raid before we are able to go into the next raid. And then we will find that raid.
Don't we have to do that
months.
anyway for Clove?
Just to cut you off, it would be 2 months of farming Molten Core.
3 months of Molten Core is the easiest.
What are we yelling about?
It's easiest with Molten Core because, sure, like the leveling experience will already take months in itself. So the beginning won't be that bad. Won't have to farm Molten Core too long. But once we go into BWL, we'll already have leveled. We're already 60. Sure, some people will die and have to re-level. But most of us are going to be raid logging.
Yes,
it's going to kill the guild.
I feel like there's no way I actually am going to play World of Warcraft. I want to play the one that we were playing before, not this progressive bullshit. You and I are not allowed on progressive. I don't think we do progressive.
From my perspective, Miz is right here, right? Like we have everyone that isn't playing WoW probably is only going to play for a month or two. Which means the progressive server or not,
bullshit.
Probably
at least 3 months. Their ass is mine.
I'll play longer. I promise to God.
Oh, we were gonna be done by Christmas.
To me, I locked you. If you're committing, I'm locking your ass in for 3 to 4 months. But after that, I'm within reason. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of getting ridiculous. And that's why I'm hesitant about the fresh server. But it's also a fresh server. It's new. Everyone's starting level 1, and we're going to miss out on that. Ideally, we play on the fresh server, and if they allow it, we transfer off once we clear Molten Core. But is that possible?
You're here. Currently, no. You would need to convince them.
Yes.
No, so this is like
we don't know. We don't know if that's true. We don't know if we can or not.
They won't let you.
Right now, they've announced that you could transfer to a PvE server. We don't know if you can transfer to a PvP server.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
We don't want to transfer to a PvP server.
We're not gonna make it that far. Let's be real. Like they're not all gonna play.
New hardcore, it's old hardcore. That should be an option. If we can do that, we are golden. Go fresh, transfer off, finish Nax.
Hell yeah.
True. That'd be cool.
For the boys.
We can do some of that, to be honest.
I have no idea who's talking.
Okay.
That would be paid.
There's guys, there's 0% chance they would let you start playing on a new fresh hardcore.
Is that S-Fan?
Like I don't want to be like a bearer of bad news, but
I agree because it's like you could just farm stuff right on a fresh server and then you just transfer to the old.
You can.
Yeah, but nobody cares about the old hardcore servers. Any old server nobody cares about.
I don't think it's realistic that they do that. That sounds
I agree with
crazy.
this. It's ideal, but it's not happening.
Let's shout over each other more.
There's a blue post that says exactly what you're able to do. Hardcore realms can transfer to normal. They cannot transfer to hardcore.
This is a really hard curveball.
Soda Poppin', you promised to explain it like nobody's ever played before. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, all right. So, god damn it. This is a curveball. No, we've all been thrown into this abyss about an hour ago. So the issue, Tyler, is
he muted.
He muted us? He muted?
You needed to start the dark portal, man.
You already lost.
You needed to start the dark portal.
Stop lying!
Stop lying about what? Just don't fucking mute Discord. All right. So basically,
hey Frosty.
So let me try and explain.
How did they get
like,
Tyler to play this?
So fuck whatever. We're gonna be leveling.
Keep going.
We're gonna be leveling for about a month. Some of us are speed levelers, and we'll be done in a week.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
Why
is Tyler
on, the
one
new
here?
WoW players? A month of leveling. Okay, and that's being generous. And then we're going to raid Molten Core for 2 months. It's boring. After the first or second time, it is. and we will be stuck doing that with nothing else to do for 2 months, and then
It's less
BWL
boring
will
when the
release.
gear matters, though, and we're not gonna have AQZG gear, right? So.
I mean, I guess, but
it's boring.
Like,
It's still gonna be boring and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
To be fair, that's kind of just what WoW is.
Then it sucks.
That's
I
kind of
know.
my,
WoW sucks.
It does suck.
We got.
Okay,
like,
Aspen,
first
progressive
we got
I love WoW. WoW does not
I
suck.
agree with you.
They just don't play the game. They don't even play.
Either way.
They don't play the
No, it's
game.
not. No, it's not. That's not true at all.
Who are they to comment on the
For 12
game?
years, it totally is.
Fresh is
Okay,
fresh for fresh
it's the
time.
point for people like me.
Yeah, but exactly.
What is the
when you're
point of
new
this
to the game,
meeting?
it's
Like, can
it
we-
gets way less boring.
Is
You've
there a
seen this
point
fucking
that we're gonna
thing for
talk
12 years.
about?
Of course
Yeah,
it gets
yeah.
boring for you. You've run
They're
through the
not
game.
even like arena
Okay,
people
okay,
though.
there's like
You know
there's
what?
like
Right?
there's
They don't
like
even-
WoW brain
They
things
don't
going
even
on,
send
so
keys. They don't play
bottom
the
line is this,
game.
it's gonna be fun. Leveling is gonna be fun. All that's gonna be great. If you want to play hardcore, cool.
I'm just here to make friends, guys.
Shut
Okay.
the. Aspen,
Shut up.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea. Okay, so realistically, if you want to play WoW, then go play Fresh or something while you're waiting for BWL to come out. Like OnlyFangs just kind of like slows down a little bit once we hit 60.
Okay.
I'm not doing
So-
that.
You-
Literally, no one in this call,
Fandom.
half of
Do
this
you-
call is not making it to 60.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
destroys the
Go to
hype.
pop and speak, guys.
Because we're gonna have to raid log it.
S-Fan, or taking breaks kills hype. When
I
people
know.
have to
Yeah.
raid
For
log,
real, for
they're
real.
going to quit.
Yeah.
They quit.
I
They will
agree.
not
Why don't
log
we
back
just
in.
ask Blizzard for drops?
I agree.
For drops.
So,
Like,
like, I
clear a raid
agree.
and then log off until Tuesday.
I'm not gonna say
This is a
anything.
tough decision. I'm not sure exactly what we're
Speak when
gonna do.
spoken to.
Here's what I think we do.
Hi GS, by the
I'm
way.
gonna ask around and see what the fuck can happen. Maybe something can, like a transfer or something. I don't expect them to do it, and it wouldn't surprise me if they fucking don't. But we're going to probably just, at this point, unless something changes, we're just gonna go Defias Pillager. Unless I find out we can trade. Yeah.
Why are we booing? What's going on?
Things are worse than
It's
Yay!
literally gonna be everybody's reaction, bro. Nobody wants to play in DP.
Okay.
Shut up. Let's go to speak.
Guys, DP is great.
All right.
Let the main
DP, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
We can
DP
talk about
hardcore
it.
The
DP,
atmosphere
right?
of DP sucks though, because everyone's just geared running around. Like we want a fresh server.
I agree.
I agree. Fresh
Then
server
play
would
the
be
damn
great.
game.
I
Like
just
play it
know
how
we're
they're
regret
gonna do
when We're
it.
sitting there and we've cleared Molten Core and we're raid logging and the vibes are down and everyone's quitting just
everyone's
like
doing
last
this
week.
I mean,
What if there's a different?
They won't.
Isn't the most
I have a
hype
question.
about the first month?
We
or
should
two?
just
160 is
play
the
the
most
new
fun, and
fresh
then getting to
server.
Molten Core, that's
Okay,
a good
so-
experience.
No,
I have a question.
Would be dope too.
All
I
right,
think that'd be
let me
really
just
hype. Yeah.
So we clear Molten Core. The risk and the hype of doing a new raid with our guild is now gone. Okay? The risk of deaths are now gone. The excitement of logging in and playing the game for your viewers don't care anymore. They will not care.
They don't care to
three
begin
months.
with. No one
What about no
cares.
world buffs? Are we
Still not
Are we
hard.
doing SF? Are we
As
doing
Horde?
SF?
There's okay. So
SSF?
this discussion. I didn't expect this. I have a million things to go over. We are doing guild GSF. So
Okay.
if we go on Defias Pillager,
So-
the economy and everything, we are not touching it.
Can I just say something?
doesn't matter.
Last time when we did OnlyFangs, we all got mob tagged to fuck to level 60.
Right? They
Then we
all
ran
cheated. They
GDP.
all
We
cheated.
not me, but you guys, all eBayed thousands of gold. Then we raided MC and threw 100k gold in consumables at MC. We did it 2 times, and then we said, "Oh yeah, this is too easy. We're done." Do you guys actually think? Do you guys think
I mean, I guess
that
I get
we
it,
are
but-
going to level on a fresh
No,
server?
he is, Chad.
SF
Who is
mostly,
that?
Natty, all the way
Oh,
to
it's
60,
Zico.
gear
It's
up in
Zico.
dungeons with people like fucking Russell,
Are you
and then
fucking
clear MC, and it's gonna be too easy.
I'm on this side. Zico, Zico.
We are making that 100%.
That was good. Why'd you say my name? What the fuck? I didn't get mob tagged.
Honestly, I don't think it's your MC December 20th.
I love you, Russell.
Mary's
full of
dead. She's not
self-found.
even a factor.
If Mary tanks, the guild falls apart.
Okay.
As we speak.
Okay, can I just say one thing
Black
though?
Player's 4 to 5 months
I think
out.
the best
Yeah,
content.
the best content, the most fun that we had was the leveling. Once the rating hit, it kind of just died anyway.
Exactly.
They had fun leveling, but they barely leveled.
Fresh
experience.
How is leveling fun when all your shit's mob tagged?
I agree with everything Zico said. We fixed all of those issues. It is going to be, we'll get to that. We have a lot of topics. I hope y'all booked hours. We've got a lot of things to go over and explain.
Oh God.
I agree. We're going to get to like Molten Core and like the leveling is the experience. But when we commit, what's going to happen is we're going to level. People are going to see Molten Core as the final raid, and afterwards we're going to quit. We're basically not going to see Nax. We're not going to see BWL. We're not going to see that stuff. Probably. Not saying for sure, because you're right. We got to farm our own consumes. I haven't gotten into GSF yet or SSF and explained to Tyler 1 and those people what that even is. They don't even know. But this is going to be really fucking difficult and extremely different from last time. Here's fuck. We'll just play on the fresh server and hope to God we can transfer.
Yes.
I think
You're here.
I think that's the best solution.
The alternative is we all Makara are DP characters, so it feels like fresh.
I think the best part of Classic WoW is leveling, gearing for MC, and getting that first MC clear. So what if we just make it OnlyFangs objective to clear MC without...
Is my Discord too loud?
Without mob tagging?
I think he's still in.
I know all of your chat are upset that they're listening to gold buyers right now and they want to be upset and talk all about how we bought gold. We will fucking get to that and how different it's going to be. We'll get there. I promise.
Who bought gold?
How much is gold gonna cost?
I bought so much. and the thing is, all we spent on gold outbidding each other in our own guild GDKPs.
Can we next subject now? Can we talk about like actual things? Like what are we talking about here?
Each other money.
I mean, you and XQC really gave it away that one, ZG. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't even.
Imagine buying gold.
So what? It's a whole other discussion.
Didn't you bid 10K?
I was more of a death roller, actually.
Like 17K. And Sony, yeah, you did bid 10K on a Raptor.
I didn't even have that gold though.
Weren't you? You were in my DMs. I remember sitting at a stoplight. My phone. I looked at it.
Good.
Don't ban me, by the way. And I looked at it. It's like, hey, Soda, can I get some of your gold to help me win this Raptor?
Oh my gosh.
I got a DM from somebody that may or may not have absolutely bought a Raptor, and I asked how much they spent on it. Said they could have bought a new car. Just saying.
What?
Oh my God.
Loser. All right.
Guys, let's stay on topic.
Let's move on.
Guys,
I agree.
I'm a father. I have a child. Can we please move this along?
So moving on, we're gonna play on the fresh server with extreme disappointment, and we're going to hope to God we can transfer off later.
Wait, what if we can't? That's the thing. What if we can't?
Can we not just use the hardcore add-on and go to a shit server and just play fake?
We go to Mancrick and we just do it. We do it on Mancrick.
Yeah, but there's no shot we're gonna re-level again and then do that.
We're not. I think when they launch BWL, it's gonna be hype. Like the community's here, everyone's paying attention to it, and so what if there's like a month of downtime? People do other come back. It gives you enough time for it to generate hype again.
It's really easy to say that, Sony, but in reality, that's not how streamers function.
Tyler's gonna start
how you guys can
function. You guys are the figureheads, though.
Dude, I'm bored of the meeting now. I'm already bored.
We can get a full raid of 4 Sony digitals, and we can see how interesting that is to see Sony raid Classic WoW again, or we can try and fucking pander to the fucking Tyler ones and the Seers who will never touch this game in any other format.
Let me ask a question. Wait a second. Let me just ask actual Tyler one.
You had fun and played throughout the whole year, right? If a new server comes out.
I did.
Yes, wait. Idea. How about we limit?
And play throughout.
How about we limit how many MC runs we could do? How about MC comes out? We limit how many MC runs we could do, 2 to 3, and then everyone has to not log back in.
I feel like you guys. I feel like the WoW players are underestimating how much the non-WoW players do not give a outside of like actually playing.
Okay, well, let's ask the non-WoW players one question, guys. If we took a break for like
not taking
2 or
a
3
break.
weeks and waited for
Then
the
everyone's
next
gonna
raid to come
quit.
out, would you come back and do the raid?
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Half the people would not. They would be bored of it. It'd be done.
Only the WoW people would come back.
Yes, I would.
Wait, is it actually?
Tyler would do it.
Yes, Tyler just said he'd come back.
That's a wrap.
There you go.
There it is, boys.
Yeah, but that's fine. Seasonal.
I want to do keys.
Then it
Yeah,
would get
season 2, season 3, season 4, OnlyFangs. This is maybe a good thing. It will actually go on.
I like this. It's gonna take 3 months for people to hit 60.
Yo, this is the champ. This is the champ.
We're moving on.
Shut up.
We're moving on. All of your
Please move
recommendations,
on.
every single one is something we will have to figure out later. Okay, that is when we are max level and we are actually doing MC. We can make those decisions then. But for
Sounds
now,
good.
we're gonna play on the new server with disappointment
good.
and potential problems.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay.
Don't
Why don't we
we
just
all?
delay OnlyFangs a little bit longer?
We could do that too.
No.
Let's give it another 3 months.
Can we schedule it right before Christmas
Definitely not
this
do that.
time?
We fucking could. All right. So moving on to the next topic.
Really?
All right?
Hello,
those
Would you
champs,
break?
I'm here.
Great.
There he
Who
I
is
don't even
that?
know if I'm gonna do
Great.
this, bro.
Who is this
Shut
talking?
up. You are going to play. Absolutely, you are. All right.
Need Kungus back.
Next
know-
discussion.
I
A
don't
lot of
know
you
who's
guys heard us
talking.
talk about buying gold and cheating, blah, blah, blah.
Just move on.
We cheated
We don't care
hard.
if you cheated.
A lot of us got banned, and we deserved it. It was bad.
Good.
So much gold.
Yeah, you cheated.
Yeah, you cheated.
12K is hard.
Soda cheated. I just
Don't
cheated.
care.
Can you hear me, by the way, or
Don't
should I
care.
turn them down?
Don't care. Because you cheated. I don't care. Moving
Turn
on.
them
Never cheated.
This time,
down a bit.
This time, we're going to be doing something called Guild Self-Found. To explain what that is, there's something called Solo Self-Found. It is something that sort of got popularized because people would use high-level enchants and high-level gear. They would have all the gold in the world, and it sort of negated the leveling experience,
Peak
making it
autism?
not as hard as it should be. So
Just
people
mute.
created Solo Self-Found, where your character cannot trade or interact with anyone else through the whole time. It became so popular, Blizzard made a built-in thing where you can click a button and make your character actually not be able to do any of that. You can't trade whatever until you reach max. We're going to do something new. Solo self-found is too boring for our guild. I don't want us to not be able to interact with each other. So we're going to do guild self-found. It's the same thing,
Wait.
but you can only interact with the guild. And this is even going to carry on to level 60. It will not turn off.
Cool.
There's a couple of issues with guild self-found that a lot of people have brought up.
All right, so to wrap it
There are
up,
ways you could have cheated the solo self-found add-on a long time ago. And we're going to be using a
We
guild
forgive you for
self-found
cheating.
add-on. So people are worried people are going to cheat. If you try and cheat, one, there are landmines within the
would
add-on that
never
will
cheat.
alert us. You will be removed from the Discord and
shit.
kicked. That's it.
You're going to jail. If you cheat, you're
We're
going to
not even gonna
jail.
make content out of it. You're just done because the whole
Damn.
reputation of the guild goes down the shitter.
Wait, landmines?
Isn't it better to
It'll
just
set
do
off an alarm.
self-found? Isn't it better to just use it? Because you can still group up with it. You just can't trade.
Yeah.
Is it really important to trade?
It's boring for everybody in the guild.
Within the
I would
guild.
love
I
it.
want to be guild self-found, yeah.
Like,
You can't
how
trust
much are you gonna
LFGers.
trade within the guild?
Well, if
Wait,
you want
guys,
to be a fucking
I need to
alchemist,
befriend everyone so they can trade me shit.
enchanting.
A lot.
So much.
I can't wait to train professions.
You're trying to do
What profession should I
Want
do?
to make the goggles?
What's
Who's
like
our
the
guild
most?
Skinner?
What is
A
the best
bag maker.
profession to have? Like,
We're
what
gonna want
profession do
bags.
people
We're gonna
want?
want
Not to mention,
cloth for
you
bags.
find-
Fangsley's not a thing anymore?
I guess it depends what I
So
play.
I'll get into that. So if you find
No,
a
you
staff
can't
of
trust
Jordan and you're a
LFGers. You need,
rogue,
like,
which is an epic level
you need at
35
least, like,
staff, you get to decide
3
who in the
people
guild you
in your
want to
group. Like
give it
2
to. You
LFGers
can't
is
sell it.
fine.
You can.
That's
You
cheating.
can't use the auction house.
Engineering.
You can give it to someone in the guild though. So things like that. I want
but it's
that
expensive,
to
isn't it?
exist. So we
Can I
have an
sell it to someone in
add-on.
the guild?
Huh?
Can I sell it to someone in the guild?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know what you're gonna do with gold. And besides
Ooh.
buy your mount.
I should do.
Yes,
Wait,
you
what if I
fucking
do
can.
like?
You get
Absolutely
house
vendor it.
points for it.
You're such a
So
give them things
we
like
haven't
wood.
gotten to the point system yet. So when you're leveling, you are only allowed to trade with other members in the guild. You are only allowed to. You can't use the auction house. You can only mail and receive mail from people within the guild. I don't even think the add-on lets you try. And
You
if you
can't
try
mail
and
people?
configure the add-on to allow
But I
you
wanna write
to,
letters
that's
to
where the landmines are.
people.
That's where if you get fucking disgusted or like. If someone comes to me and you log in, I just found this fiery war axe randomly off stream. I'm gonna fucking make you vendor it on stream. You're just gonna vendor it because I don't believe you. If you randomly have 8 stacks of tin, I found it off stream. You're gonna vendor it. All right. So I just recommend you don't do anything crazy off stream. And if you do find it off stream, take a screenshot, do whatever you can to make it as
hope.
non-fucking stupid. Like
I like
there's
sending
no
the
there's no
RP
way you're
letters.
lying.
All right, I have a question.
Okay. Go ahead.
What if I'm like just killing like 5 or 6 mobs off stream and I get 5 or 6 new bags in a row off those mobs?
I'll believe you.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Send a screenshot.
Take a screenshot.
Okay, Miss.
You can screenshot. You can actually screenshot receiving
You don't
the
play
loot
on
and
KT.
the picture of you in the game. And I would just do that. Just hit print screen.
I have an actual question.
Chance of it raising my hand.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I'll
Miz.
raise my hands after.
Okay, Miz, go ahead.
So what are we doing about mob tagging? Because I feel like that became a huge problem in the guild.
Well,
I agree.
Mob tagging
I agree.
isn't going to exist on a fresh server.
Yes!
But can you
Everyone's
explain it
level
to
1.
Tyler because he has a kid?
Okay.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
The other so last OnlyFangs, what we did when people would die, you can essentially have a higher level. If you do 30% of the mob's health, I think, I don't know the exact numbers, and then the level 60 just one-shots the rest, you get full experience for that. So there are methods where high levels can speed power level someone really quickly to max level, and we abuse the hell out of it. Well, there's going to be no max levels at first, and you're just not going to be allowed to do that unless we make some type of guild, like, council decision to allow it. I am worried because this guild is meant for the new players to reach 60 and raid, and I think everyone here has been informed of that. This is the actual game that we're going to be playing, and I'm worried some of you may not make it to 60 in time. The quota is going to be a lot. The quota is going to be a lot more lenient. Last time, a lot of you guys joined in like halfway in, so you had to double level. I don't know what kind of time we're going to give. We're going to play it by ear. I'm thinking like a month and a half to reach max level, something around there. But it's going to be really hard.
I think there is zero chance new people can do it in a month.
That's a short time.
Are we doing horde too?
Pretty sure it's Tyler has a kid.
Man, what?
You're right. We're playing horde. We will be playing horde. But and that's why I said play it by ear. You know, we're gonna figure that out. There's not gonna be any set quota while starting off because I gotta see how bad you guys are. I gotta see how many deaths. We have so many different dumb things happening, like proximity voice add-on, which we'll get into. That's just gonna make people probably die for content. And so we're going to be even weaker. Not only are we not going to have mob tagging or the auction house or buying gold or anything.
Should I log out?
We're also going to be more fucking stupid.
Should I log into retail?
Just everyone.
Yo, it's probably a given, but we're not gonna be able to do MC like on our own before the guild, right?
Yeah, you cannot do any raids without the guild. The guild only.
Yeah. I have a question about guild cell phone.
Okay.
Are you allowing alts in the guild, like bank alts?
As long as they're the I didn't even tell you guys about the race selection. Yes, as long as they're the same race, you're locked into your race even on your alts.
Are we allowed to do dungeons with people that aren't in the guild?
Or no?
That was just said, man.
That was my
Wait,
question.
we can't do dungeons with other people?
Are we even gonna?
I think I'm brain dead. Sorry.
You have a question? Are we doing bank alts?
Good
you
question.
can have a bank
We're
alt.
allowed to have bank alts,
We
but it
know,
has to be the
but
same
we
range.
dungeons
He asked a legitimate question.
No, wouldn't it be better if we had just
dumb
one
and
character, right?
He's saying.
Say that, Ozzy.
Wouldn't it be better if we had like one character, so if you died, and you could only give stuff to the guild alt? That way, like, you know what I mean?
Guild
Well, the
alt.
add-on will probably block the mailbox.
I'm ordering chicken bites
assuming.
from Pete Terry's.
He's saying if you don't have a personal bank, you'll actually always trade the Staff of Jordan, or like maybe if you have a bank alt, you would just send the Staff of Jordan to your bank alt instead.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna say this: if you get a good item and Mary maybe wants it, do not give it to her. It is worthless. She's going to die anyway.
I'm actually confused. What are y'all?
Crazy coming from you, Miz. I believe in you, Mary.
Probably because
someone explain to me.
Thank you.
Stop making funnies. Stop making funnies and tell me what the are saying.
Yeah, Miz. The question was, are we gonna have bank alts?
Yes,
I guess
why not?
Guild self found. Okay.
Well, is the mailbox gonna work to even mail things to a bank alt? Because if the add-on blocks the mailbox, then you can't mail.
From non-guild members.
You're right. So
Mary, maybe. Guys, I have a picture. I literally met them at TwitchCon. Look at them.
His own meeting, but own way.
I'm pretty sure you're both.
I have a very important question.
They're both in OnlyFangs. Isn't this such weird foreshadowing?
Shut the up. Stop using your dumb chat, Heyo.
Wait, I don't
I
think
have a question. Can I group
fine.
up with people who are not in the guild at all?
Ew.
Heyo, why don't you just level SSF?
Oh, Peyo's in here? Peyo's in here, guys.
You mean everyone else?
No, we're gonna have
where you don't
add-ons.
care about anyone else, right? Just look the
Kind of
ball
rough
yourself
for
and
your
do it.
streamers chat.
think cell phone will make it just more fun for everyone. And like
No, it won't. You're fucking brain dead. No, it will not.
I hate them.
November
Who's
or no
approving
wait.
our characters' RP
No,
stories?
the thing is, I agree with the SF thing. As a long-time WoW player, I like SF, right? But for new player, it's gonna be way more fun with the guild trade because you get to have interactions. Like you can RP. We have proximity voice. And
This is not a 20-year veteran WoW guild. You're just lucky to be here.
Yes, but
the only reason you like SSF is because you played the game.
I want to say one more
Look
thing.
at this picture.
It's just like, I feel like
You see it?
people like Soda or Miskiff or like the big streamer gonna get like a great value.
Wait, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Mary and Nesba, which they're both in my guild.
Or all Tyler, they all.
I literally barely knew them.
Whatever, like like.
I brought them to this party with me. I was like, hey, do you want to come with me to this party?
Nowhere near as big as Soda, man. What are you talking about?
They're nice. They're fun.
Go ahead, Payo. Go ahead.
I met them at the league
Finish,
partner
I
party.
just feel like you guys will get like more value of this GSSF thing. That's it. And it's like, let's see, like me or other people won't get.
I'm about to
as
log
big content
out.
that you guys gonna get, and it's gonna you're.
Should I log into
That's
retail?
fine. You're a veteran, Payo.
Okay.
You own.
Yeah, but
Oh, he has a baby panda.
This guild self-found.
Look at his
is
panda
legitimate.
pet.
Hey, at the end of the day, if it's done right, guild self-found is meant to make the game harder for the sweats. So you dedicate your resources not even to your own character, but to the
Can we
shitty
move on?
guildies who can't play the game well. It is meant for that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make.
I have a question on
Like
that
we already
note.
said that it's gonna be
Can we trade the
guild
items?
SSF.
Speaking as somebody who's representing the sweats, can we trade the items we find for FKP or whatever?
No FKP this time. We'll talk about the point system.
Okay.
There is a point system. So
Can we trade it for the new point system?
Potentially. I mean, it can be within reason. So everything is pretty automated this time.
I'm fine with these rules though. It's kind of like
Great.
Sodcore.
So we're doing guild self-found. We've talked.
I'm
about
fine with
that.
that.
Liar.
Let Chance talk, please. I'm getting
Who
so
the
fucking
fuck
annoyed.
is that?
Annie, it's Annie. Mute Annie.
God damn it.
All right.
I didn't realize.
Cool. So we're doing guild self-found. We've talked about that. It's over SSF. There's reasons for it. If you fucking cheat, we're not even. Again, I can't stress this enough. We're not gonna make content and be like, haha, Bag Jones cheated. You're just gonna get removed, and we're gonna move the fuck on. Just remove the idea of cheating out of your vicinity. It's not happening. That's moving on. Next thing I want to go over. You're not going to select your own race. You are going to be taking a quiz, and you will be taking that quiz today. This is not news to a lot of you, but some of you it is.
Okay.
You may play any race or any class within that race, but your race will be decided based on a quiz that you will take at the end of this meeting. At the end of this meeting, you'll have 1 hour to take it. We will reconvene, and we will announce what race a lot of you are.
Hey,
Moving
Chance?
forward to people afterwards, they will take the quiz and they will find out immediately what race they are. But we're going to have a ceremony today to find out our foundation, if that makes sense. Go ahead, Ms.
First of all, I just want to say I love you, bro. I've been following you for over like 9 years now.
Great. Stop making funnies. We have too much shit to do.
Okay, can you explain like the race stuff and everything to like a guy like Tyler who has a kid? Because I feel like he probably doesn't.
Yo, he took my seat. He took my seat.
He does have a kid. Okay, so races in this game cannot play every single class. You cannot be a Tauren mage. You cannot be a
This
Tauren
kid took
rogue.
my seat.
You can't be a Tauren priest. So if you want to, but the only race that can play druid is Tauren, as an example. And we're gonna have some little funny, side games. We're making an add-on to make the race wars more fun.
Nice.
What do you mean by that?
Dangerous
I
topic.
want undead or Tauren. This guy took my seat.
Thank God, I've been waiting for this.
We're gonna be right
I've been waiting for this for a while.
Maybe I should have worded that differently.
I don't
You know what I
think you
mean.
can play.
I know what you mean, bro.
I put my bunny to sleep.
Is the racism mandatory?
Say again?
Is the racism mandatory?
Yes.
Is it ever not?
That's up
Let's
to you.
not call it racism. Let's not call it racism. This is
Look, guys. Yeah, don't call it. Just call it making.
I don't give a fuck what you call it.
right.
Whatever the fuck y'all want. Moving on.
Hey, Scar.
Right.
I don't want to play a
Yes,
troll.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I don't want to troll. I really don't want to
outside of
troll.
the guild, we just
I'm
played
down
with,
for
like, our homies on
undead
Discord and shit like that,
or
and it was just
Tauren.
like if you hit 60, you got into the guild. Like, is there any restrictions on just chilling with the homies on this hardcore
If you
setup,
got
or what?
60, you got into the guild? No, that never happened. What are you talking about?
No, that was Bloodstone Buccaneer Summit. This is totally different. We have official servers now, so everybody will be in the guild from level 1.
Are you talking about like when you died at level 59?
Donkey.
What are yo, shut up, man.
Donkey.
These restrictions.
I forgot. I said it in German.
Restrictions to play with
Donkey.
the homies, you know what I'm saying? That's all, like,
Thank you,
like,
Shaddy.
If the homies are close enough,
you're getting
they
orc?
can be
I don't
invited
really
to the
want
guild.
orc.
We do have a couple of homies in the guild. I don't want to invite too many and water down the guild. I guess as a way to word it. But yeah, you're playing with the fucking guild.
Oh, so
maybe we can allow
should we not
dungeoning.
group?
Should we allow grouping?
Like say
like, man, I want to play hardcore WoW while he's playing.
I think you can party with non-guildies. I don't
so
want to.
Wait,
I
did
think
you
you
say
should be
we
able
can
to
do
party
dungeons?
with other guildies. You can't raid
Quite a
without
few
guildies.
your own
You
risk.
party.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
I've
never played
dungeons.
Yeah, dungeons.
I
However,
play, like,
no getting
undead.
carried, and chat's gonna be like, no, that's awful. What's going to happen is you're going to be level 18, and a lot of people are going to be level 50 and 40, and we're going to be very spread out. You will not be able to fill groups with our guild.
There will need to be a level limit.
At first, you can.
Hi, Para.
So people can't group with really high levels, and possibly only grouping with solo self-found non-guildies could be a good thing too.
Why don't we just fully
How are they gonna
commit
know
to the
who's playing
GSF?
that?
Bro, the problem
Like,
with
if you're
fully
gonna
committing the
do
GSF is because, again,
holds you
all of the
back from
sweats are going to
playing
reach
the game,
max
I
level.
feel.
The non-sweats are going to be low level, and they won't be able to run dungeons now.
I think that's good.
Who says
Like,
this?
like,
Someone
like,
has friends he wants to play with.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but also if
Hey,
you are
that
a
person
sweating
got
high
up it.
level, why can't you go help a guild?
Yeah, you can help them.
Okay, but they're
high
level
level.
60.
No,
That's
level
not
60
bad.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
able to
you
carry
can't
you
go
through
to level 20
dead mine.
dungeon
Yeah,
at
higher
60.
level shouldn't do low.
So
low level
No.
dungeons.
let's just, guys, you can do dungeons with anyone. Just prioritize inviting guildies. Let's not be dumb. And if a situation comes in where I need to yell at someone, I just will. Like, why is level 30 in Wailing Caverns?
The
Kick them out.
priority is this,
You
right?
have to
The
argue with
priority
your
is
own
guildies. Can I ask, is the priority guildies, then race, then randos?
The race.
Race overall.
Okay.
Oh, so it's race guild. Okay, gotcha. All right.
So
Play with your own race.
Let's
you
take the
can
test now. I
you
wanna
can
take the
take your
quiz. I'm ready
racism
to
to
take the
any
quiz.
level you want.
God.
That
What
is
is
up
this
to
man
your
saying?
discretion.
I'm not trying to be
Flip the
grouped
ship.
from
Feel
Roddy.
dead.
All right.
I'm only playing with orcs.
I'm only playing.
So-
I'm trying to play with those fucking cows.
Speaking-
I'm not trying to be with some fucking
All right.
cows,
Can
honestly.
you explain racism to a guy like Tyler?
He has a kid. I know.
By the way,
All
he
right.
has a kid, yeah.
So, I do think, or at least I thought that adding more, like you can role play the racism, but I wanted to add actual mechanics into it. So now we're going to talk about the point system for races. There are going to be points. So there will be, the winning race and the losing race, and there will be weekly punishments and rewards to the certain races that are winning and losing. A lot of these points are going to be automated. I'm going to log in and try and screen share you guys. Hold on. Let me try and open the. So here's the add-on. If you guys are seeing this, it doesn't really have anything in it yet because Tactics is still trying to work on it and basically get everything into it. But there's going to be a leaderboard,
Hi,
and you're
Mikey.
going to gain points for your entire race, and you're going
Wait,
to
I like
lose
this.
points for your entire race based on what you do. So if
be
you
fun.
die, your entire race is going to lose, say, 30 points. If you gain 10 levels, your entire race is going to say gain 10 points. If you level any profession,
Digital.
yes. What? Yes, it's
That's
basically
big.
Hogwarts. And if you level a profession to say 75 or every 75
Thank you
points,
for the
you gain
follow.
points. If you
That's
die
so
to drowning,
cool. I love this.
Yeah, we're playing on
all of this
Fresh.
is going to be automated.
Fresh server.
So I won't have to fucking track. It
This
will.
is
It's
awesome.
unlike FKP. They're still working on it. Let's hope it works. You can see the point system general. First to
That's
kill.
so
First to kill Captain Flat Tusk.
cool.
So our sweats in the guild, the ones who are going to be leveling faster, you can earn points for your race, and you can give rewards to the shittier players of your race. Now the rewards, I'll talk
Aw.
about that. What we're gonna do every single week, I'm not sure how I'm gonna accumulate this, whether it be donations from viewers or whatever. I'm going to build a weekly guild chest. This chest is going to have gear, and I'm not going to give everyone a fucking epic. I'm not going to completely
have to
ruin
take
the
a
leveling
quiz to
experience,
see what we
but there
play.
might be one epic in there. And that
Am I
race will
gonna-
decide who the Staff of Jordan goes to, for example.
I wanna be
or
the
maybe I'll
person
give
that gives it
them,
to them.
20 stacks of tin
So that they,
ore
like,
to help you
kiss up to
speed level
me.
engineering. There will be a weekly chest, and then all of the points reset, and then the next week happens. The losing race every single week will have to spin a punishment wheel.
I don't know if I'll play. I don't know if I'll
And
get.
maybe
Warren.
5 people will have to endure random
pizza?
punishments. Whether it be you have to order a munchly and blend it and drink it.
Ew,
on stream.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Absolutely.
that.
Oh my god.
Or you
Wait,
will have to
as
play
the whole race?
I don't know if I like this.
No, you get to assign.
Yeah, punish them all.
Oh, okay.
You get to
What if
assign.
you just don't do the punishment? Like people are, they just won't
You
do
elect
it.
the biggest losers of your race.
Sure, as a
The lower
race, you can
class.
come to whatever
Wait, what if
conclusion y'all want.
they turn against me for
like 5
dying and
punishments must
fucking
be
up?
dished out. Choose who has to do them. But they must be done by the next week. There's other ones. You have to play do an entire stream with a webcam mic. There's, let me open my notepad.
That'd be so bad.
Drink a glass of thick
Oh,
water.
that changed
Webcam
Tyler's
mic?
stream.
10 bits
What is
TTS,
that?
and the money goes to charity.
That sounds nasty.
Appreciate it, guys. The fuck
Dude,
is
he
thick
has
one?
a kid.
Stop name dropping him. He has a kid.
You have to do
Dude,
an
I don't
entire-
care if he has a
an enti-
kid.
An entire day of listening to PvP music videos only.
Hey,
so your music must come
Roger.
from WoW PvP videos, and you can't watch the same video twice.
That's the
Fuck
best.
yeah.
Really copyright.
I thought you said it was a
And you're right.
Bob needs to do
some
some
people
keys.
they don't want to do copyright. Some like VTubers don't do face reveals.
There's
so we have
VTubers
things
in
like
here?
VTubers have to use a furry avatar for an entire day.
Thanks for the follow.
Things like that.
That's too
That's a
bad.
bad thing?
That
So
you
you're
have
giving
to
them
have
a
copyright.
copyright.
You have to
and
face
that's a good
reveal.
thing for
You
them.
have to face reveal.
All right.
What
yeah,
happens
sure.
if you hate your own race and you race your own race?
Yes, you can, and your own race can hate you. However you want to play
That's
this game
kind
is
of
up
a
to you.
fucked up punishment.
Right?
Race trader arc.
Dude, humans
So
have
that
been
is
their own race for years, dude.
Can we kick anybody off our race?
Are there
So-
enforcers?
Wait, can we vote people off our race?
Shush,
Yeah.
quiet.
If you could
So,
vote people
the
off.
discussion of race leaders. I talked about it. I went through a handful of people.
I want to be a
The
leader.
issue is the only people I can count on to like be on and be available and sweat and do
I should be
everything
the
and play the game are
HR.
the
Do you guys
WoW
remember
sweats.
Sodcore?
Most of which y'all are boring. So I meant going to GTA. So I thought about going to GTA our peers, but I can't depend on them
true.
to be on all the time. So what I'll do is maybe every week.
You got
every
a lot
week,
of them in here.
Me, I'd be
Every
so.
week,
We got you.
I am going
I'd
to
be so
appoint
good.
the race leader for that week.
Woo.
It will change. And
Hope he
depending
picks
on
me.
who's putting in the most time, who's probably paid the
Oh my
most
God, I hope
attention,
he
who's
picks
going to
me.
make the funniest jokes, who's actually there,
Oh, I'm so
whatever.
funny.
Make the best decisions, the best content. I'm going to appoint them. It's going to change every week. That's
Not
what I
my
think is
leader.
the best. If we want to do an election or something like that, again, the problem
Imagine
is,
a
and I've talked with
campaign, like you run a campaign.
even Moon Moon,
Oh my gosh.
for example, like
That'd be so good.
they may not play or pay much attention. They don't
Hi,
want to
Coma.
commit that hard to it. So that's the issue with race leaders.
Right,
I could
maybe
try
my-
something, but I think it's better if I just appoint someone every week. And
I don't know, there should be a tag.
Undead. I will be such a good race leader, I promise.
Who was saying that?
I don't
Are
need.
there
That's not my leader.
inferior races though?
Are there any races that aren't ugly?
No, or all of Orc are, or sorry, Horde
Roll
are
are
ugly.
beautiful.
Let's not disrespect Torrens, please.
Hordes are adorable.
Torrens are based.
Hordes are the
So-
cutest.
Chance,
That's the point,
Isn't it not fair that some of the races aren't they some OP? Like, isn't
Yes.
Orcs really OP or something?
They won't
Not-
matter that much in PvE though.
In reality, a WoW sweat is gonna be like it's so different, but in reality, it's minor.
Miskiff, is that the max
Torrens
level set for
hitboxes
you?
are
bigger.
Oh, no.
So
Orcs are
it's
illegal.
I don't know
not
how
a
to
big
show
deal.
the members. There's like
The biggest flaw is if you don't
45
like the
people?
aesthetics of your race,
Wait, no, there's
or
more people
it
than
doesn't have a
that.
class you want to play. There are exceptions to the race
There's
selection. There's
there's
a couple of people that are doing like
173.
YouTube series, for example, where they're
173
playing
people.
a specific race in a class. I'm allowing them to simply, if they want to carry that storyline or whatever their YouTube bullshit is, into OnlyFangs, by all means. You are dating someone and you want to be on the same team as them, I will
Wait,
allow it.
that's-
And you cannot
that's
come out as
cute.
gay today and just start dating on because he's undead.
Guys, who wants to Damn, OnlyFangs wants to date me so we can be the same one.
Dude, I was about to
What if
come
we're
out
not
today.
It's actually going to be a really big day for me.
So you're basically just
Auntie.
you're basically just silencing the LGBTQ. Nice chance. Really
That's
nice
fucked up,
shit,
dude.
dude.
That is
so
fucked.
Enforcing
Racism
races.
nowadays.
Fuck you.
Deserve
Choosing
to be
gay or
canceled,
not.
buddy.
So I'm thinking
Trump's
there are
America.
some exceptions, right? The only other exceptions I can think of are people who like, I don't know, they're extremely new to the game. They played one class and they really fucking want to play
That's not
that class, and it's
fair.
like a make it or break it. They won't play otherwise.
That's not
Maybe
fair.
I'll make an exception if you're a big enough streamer. Like that's literally
That's
it.
not
But for the
fair.
most part, I want everyone. You take the quiz.
Everyone
that's your
should play
race.
fair. You should all
99%
take
of
the
you.
quiz and you play what you get.
Fucking 5,000 viewers.
Like, I don't
Zico
care.
and PS0, you are taking the quiz.
If you
There is no
get-
exception for either of you.
I feel like everybody
Get those
should. That's the
numbers
most
up.
fun.
We're married though, me and
Hey,
Chris.
when I have
Let me
said
look at my
everything I
view
just
count.
said, I would say 1 out of 100 people aren't taking it. And in this call, there's 100 people.
Honestly,
so one person may not take
Even
it.
if you have a
Like,
YouTube
that's-
series, you should
it's
still have
just
to take
Rav.
the
Everyone will
test.
take
Like,
it.
why?
Rav,
There
just
should
say
be no
the
special
name. It's
treatment.
Rav.
Hold on.
No, he's for the YouTube.
He doesn't have a
Barney,
kid.
dude.
He doesn't have to take it.
All right.
Why doesn't
I have
he
a
have to
question for
take it?
couples.
Go ahead.
Do both people do both people
Oof,
in the
view
couple
count's
need
kind of
to take
low,
the
but
quiz
it's
and you
whatever.
decide from
One
there,
person's
or
gonna take the quiz.
Okay.
I mean, in one case,
Time
you
to
could
eat
both
someone
take
to
the
get
quiz
your
and pick the better
class.
of the two if you want. If you're both like streamers and gonna take it, but overall, if you're like
Hey,
the
this
streamer
guy's
and then say
Swedish.
your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're gonna go with the streamer's race.
Isn't this Swedish?
That takes the quiz. You will
What
be
does that
taking the
mean?
quiz.
How the fuck do you play WoW and have a girlfriend? That doesn't make sense.
What's the fight with your girlfriend anyways? That's the whole point of WoW.
Hey, Chance,
Oh.
I have a question.
have a penis.
Chance, I have a question.
Should
I
I
was
ask
gonna do a
him?
YouTube series with me and Russell, but he tanks my
Where
viewership
is
so
he?
low that I don't think I hit 5,000 if you add us up. Does that matter?
Actually,
I didn't listen to you. What'd you say, Miz?
It
Dude,
didn't
don't
matter.
I'm gonna
listen.
whisper
He has
him.
nothing to say. He just
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend to be
someone,
Swedish.
Someone else said they have another question. Can you speak up?
I do. Hello,
Go
this
ahead.
is Necrid, the right MMO guy. There are some people who, not too many people here, but there are some people who focus mainly
Oh,
on
he's
YouTube videos
Danish?
and don't stream
Sure.
as
Fuck,
much.
I spelled
Is
it
there-
wrong
is
then.
there, like,
Isn't it
consideration to
like
take,
this?
punishment on stream and stuff like that for that?
Do you think he believes
I mean,
it?
you could just Discord stream, like on camera for another streamer, and say drink your lunchly blended that way.
Awkward.
Let's be honest. The
Or you
people
could take a
streaming
YouTube
will want
video.
to do the punishment
Oh,
for
that's
the
the guy who
clip.
made
So
that.
let's be
Oh,
honest.
really?
Yeah. So everyone is
Good
susceptible to
Chad.
this, unless you're like a no face reveal person.
Okay,
You're
you-
turning your cam on and you're gonna do the punishment when you're dished it. Simple as that.
But what if
don't
you
know
are
all
no?
the
no
Can we
face
get-
person?
Thank you for muting Rive. Go ahead.
All right. Any other questions before we move on?
No, let's
That's
move
the
on.
point system.
Wait,
Okay.
can you clarify? I think I missed it about whether or not we're able to group with people for like
You can group with
questing
people.
outside of. Okay, outside of the guild. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I mean, to an extent, like if
Thanks
if
for
it's
the
arguable, like you're
follow.
just getting carried.
High five.
Remember, the priorities
Keyboard.
race, guild, randoms.
Keyboard.
Okay, race
True.
guild
Do you
random.
You're gonna have so many people
like
gonna carry.
Maybe
Julia's
within
not
like
carried
one
100%.
level
I
of
have a
yourself.
suggestion.
I don't. If
Miss
like you're trying to
Lamar.
play with like your mod and your mod just can't get in the guild, but you're really good friends with your mod, or some shit like that, yeah, play with them, whatever. But you cannot trade with them. You can't do any of that, regardless, even if you're grouping with them. Trading and all that is still guild.
Is there a way to just make it like some kind of light punishment for not prioritizing grouping with the group, like
Okay.
the guild? You know.
That's a good idea because what
Okay,
you could do is
like-
invite 4 non-guildies and have them pass on all the loot.
I'm pretty sure everyone in here is gonna prioritize the
If
guild.
I-
That's the point of the
Archie.
fucking thing.
If I
Hi.
see
Guys,
that
I'm bored of
happening,
this.
like I will yell at you. All right, and I'll deduct points from your entire race. I can still manually remove points. Absolutely. If you're doing a dungeon with 4 non-guildies, yes, and they pass on loot,
Necrid is also
that is
playing. Yes.
Yo,
What?
that is-
What if they
that
don't
is
need
like-
the loot?
That is gaming the system. That is stupid. Use common sense. Don't do that.
Dude,
Duh.
Chance, I'm just so excited you're
What if
doing
it's
this, man. I
Yeah,
miss
but
you
how
so
are they
much.
gonna know?
Shut up, man. Any other questions on the point system?
I also.
I mean,
love you,
here's
Chance.
That doesn't even
here's
make
the
sense
add-on.
because if
It
you
will.
do a
There's
dungeon with
there's
a
also
bunch
going to
of
be
non-guild
leaderboards.
people,
So you'll see
I mean,
first
you
daily,
can't really
weekly,
control if they're
all-time
gonna take it.
leaderboard. That'll be in there. There's going to be a lot of
saying.
firsts. So because we're doing guild self-found, we're not going to have any recipes. We're not going to have an enchanter. So the first person to find the Defias Savory Delight, granted it's useless, it's 50 points
Is that
for that entire
Josito?
race. First person to fly Flask of Supreme Power, minor agility even. So these are
Is that
big.
you?
That'll give you guys a lot of points. First person to find an Edge Masters, good
Is that
fucking
him?
luck. But you can't auction house it. Swiftness Potion, Lionheart Helm, all of this. And
This
this
auto-
means.
Know me.
Go ahead.
I was about to ask, this auto tracks or do we have to submit it to whoever's the owner of this add-on?
I think. Tactics, are you there?
Yeah, it's already.
Hell
It
yeah.
auto tracks.
Oh, look
There's
at
a
his
couple of
little
things I think Tactics told
helmet.
me that are not auto tracked, but that's okay. It's
I know,
not
I'm
a lot
so
of lift
cute.
to manually notice
Same.
who found the first flask of
Me
Petri,
too.
for
Yeah,
example.
it's not like they're gonna be pouring in.
Not the biggest deal.
I have a question
Go
about
ahead.
the add-on. About the add-on specifically.
Is
Are there any landmines?
You like my
thinking
bunny?
about the fact you might be logging on multiple computers.
Necrit, go again, please.
Are there any landmines taking into consideration the fact that you might be logging on different computers?
Guys, it's
where
getting
the add-on
dark
is
out.
installed
I'm gonna have to
separately?
turn my light on soon.
It Great question. should still work, but I'll
Yes.
make sure to ask the
He
dev.
might bite.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a Tactics question, but Hopefully no issues. And the thing is, like, it's common sense, you know, common sense. If something like something flags up, like, oh, you logged on your computer for 10 seconds without the add-on and we noticed it.
Wait.
We're just
Can
gonna
we, like,
ask
get
you.
this
You just
going?
tell us what the fuck's going
I'm
on.
getting
That's it.
bored.
You're on your computer, so we'll just Discord message you, right?
I honestly don't think it's gonna be an issue. It should work, even if you
There,
use a new one.
and that too.
How many points do you lose when you die, Kuh?
Well, it's set up in a way. That was the one thing I was worried about. I don't want people to be able to speed level, intentionally kill themselves, and then speed level again and have a net positive. So I want to say it's like 10 points per 10 levels, and you lose 30 points per death. So
what
the
if
only way
I
to make
hate my race and I kill myself over and over again?
then you play the same race over and over again.
That's just good RP.
Wait, do we switch races if we die?
No.
No.
You do not.
Yeah, that's if you hate your own race, right? You just hate your own race.
I need lip
There are
gloss.
scenarios there are scenarios that I'm open to. Let's say you're doing a dungeon
He
and
says
you're
scenario?
a Tauren, right?
I
And
say
in this group,
scenario.
a fellow Tauren shaman is in your group, and
Hi,
they pulled
Weimer.
everyone with their
Hi,
totems,
Pillow.
and your whole group wiped.
Soda,
You
be
can
second
change
command?
races.
Hell no.
If the situation calls for it and you want to because you
I'm too
hate your
scared
fellow
to
Taurens
talk.
for f***ing you over. Like, I will allow race changes when the time comes, but that's like my own personal hand getting put into it if the situation calls for it.
Can we vote to kick someone off our race? Like,
I
we don't
think
like
we
Russell
kick
friends.
someone off our race.
If they're dead, yeah.
Change your
we can
race
hold
right now.
What if they're not dead? Can you vote them off?
I'm not gonna speak.
Executioner.
We can.
I don't have anything to say.
What if that benefits them though? Like, what if I want to actually switch?
And whoever wins has the same race.
We are not going to be able to manually change the race yourself. It's not going to happen. If it's so obvious, you're like just trying to kill yourself. Like, can I race change? It's not happening. You're just going to start level over again.
Will there be any other leaders elected to combat our president?
Like a council, maybe.
Yes.
Like, for example, someone has to dish out my punishments.
We need a balance of power.
You know I will.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true. You're so real for that.
Yes, we are going through service. All right. Any other questions on the point system? Because that's still being worked on. That will be in. It will be automatic.
Don't have any
and I've told you the
questions now.
rewards. I've told you the punishments. There will be more punishments, but you get the concept, right? That's the point here.
Head of HR. I should.
All right.
Sounds good.
Next thing. We are going to
think
have
they already have
proximity
someone that does
voice.
that.
A lot of you already seen this. I don't think it's ever been in the game, but Mocktail's been cooking up some really hot shit. We have a couple videos to show you guys.
Aside to allow air in. That way it's not like completely sucking.
Yo, Kermodo.
He's got fire in his back. Hello, how's it going?
Okay. This is cool. Wait, that's actually cool. That's so cool. Hi, Arvon.
Figuring out how to get back to Valkyrie Dunes. Like, I just want to get out there and level up.
Yeah, take your clothes off, you dirty paladin.
Ew.
Hit me real good. Daddy needs a beating. Yeah. Oh, I can feel the light. I'm healing. I'm healing. Oh, do you mind?
That's cool. That's fun.
That video is dumb. C-Dank, whoever made it, good job. Just to show you guys what we can do with it. If you looked at it, the UI, you'll see there was
laughing because something was so funny.
There is a
version of the video.
No, let Chance speak, please. Holy.
It is just like GTA RP. There is a whisper mode. Your voice will only travel 10 yards in game. There is a normal talk mode, and then there is a yell mode. And you can see the mic in the video. It'll tell you which mode you are on. There is toggle mute. There is push to talk, and there is open mic. There is another thing that Mocktail sent me. He's the one who worked on this add-on, so cheers to Mocktail. Let me find this video. And it doesn't really show it. This is not shown in the video you guys watched, but I recommend you watch it. This is a new addition. When you're talking, a hue will glow behind your name. All right, well, either way, I linked the video. You guys can watch it and just see the hue that lights behind your name.
That's so cool.
That's what the add-on really needed. That's awesome.
So many.
I think the add-on really needs
proximity chat.
I think the add-on needs if a rogue goes
it's in
stealth, their
alphabetical
name doesn't
order.
come up when they talk.
We already added that.
They already added that.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yes.
you guys are ahead.
Chance, isn't it basically the rogue? It's like you have to get close to them or something.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna annoy the shit out of Misgift as a
I mean,
rogue.
Mocktail has been cooking up some good shit. I remember saying to Mocktail, hey, we need like a hue or something behind the names. And he said, that's not, I don't know if that's going to be possible. 1 week later, hey, I did it. So
The goat, the actual goat.
That's essentially where we're at. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with the rogue feature. Yeah, Mocktail cooked up proximity. I don't think proximity voice has ever been in WoW before.
I don't think it has.
No,
it's been in since the beginning.
This is one of the simplest changes that we've made, and it's by far and away going to be the biggest impact. Yeah, I don't. Maybe like someone did some proximity voice, but not to a large scale, which we're putting it on a pretty large scale. It's game changing.
You're doing a great job, Chance. I'm actually really glad.
Is it going to be public?
So the way the proximity voice will work, you could leak the add-on to the public. It wouldn't change anything for us. It only puts you in voice calls with people if both people have the add-on and they're both in the same guild. So if the public wanted to use this, they can. Absolutely, they can. They just have to be in the same guild and they have to both have the add-on.
Oh,
there is no
I'll turn
leaks.
it
We will
down.
not hear random viewers. You will
Is that
only
better?
be able to proximity voice with the people also in the guild.
That's good.
So
Question. I had to restart my computer for a second, so you might have already mentioned it. If they're in the guild, but they're just walking around town, can you hear them without being in the same group?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Fuck, that's
You
cool.
can do
Hi, Sammy.
And
Sick.
clarify, it does or does not work in
I
raids
think
and
I
dungeons?
might turn my
So
lights
in
on
Dungeons
now.
and Raids,
It's getting
this kind
kind
of
of
sucks.
dark. I
It
feel
does
like
not. It
the
does
lighting looks
work,
dark.
but it doesn't work as proximity voice.
it look
It's
dark?
the equivalent of a Discord call. If I'm on the farthest end of the dungeon and you're at the entrance, you will hear me as if I'm next to you.
That's being worked on, by the way. There might be a janky workaround for that.
Okay, but it's basically some API thing that Blizzard changed a long time ago because there were weak auras and add-ons that made like mythic raiding too easy based on tracking your location. And I think that is why the proximity voice doesn't work on the location tracking in dungeons and raids. But it does work in the world of Warcraft.
And most importantly, the Goldshire end is where it works.
So, but in Dungeons and Raids, it doesn't work. Maybe it'll get worked on, but if not, it's okay. This is still phenomenal as is. And that is proximity voice. Next thing on the list. Let me see what else we have to fucking discuss.
Is it?
Oh, the point system. Another part. When we get to rating, the race
doesn't this
that
look
week
better? I feel like this
that
looks
is
better.
winning, that has
It's
the
getting
most
dark.
points, will get to roll 1 through 100
It's
for loot.
getting
And the
dark.
race that is losing will only get to roll
Can we take the
1
test?
through
I want to
85.
take the test now.
You will have
Guys, it's
nerf
already
rolls.
tangled again.
So your losing race,
Did he say anything
you don't want to
important?
lose even
Probably
at max
not.
level. It doesn't just affect leveling; it does affect endgame. So
Okay.
try to get your race higher. At the end of the day, we are still a team, and we are trying to, clear Nax together as one
I
unison
am.
guild. But this adds for some stupid,
I
fun
do.
bullshittery.
I
Will
got
that be
better
an
at
additional punishments
twos.
at max level? Or this is like
Did you
a
really just
replacement?
ask me that?
What do you mean?
Like
Do you have the glad mount?
last place
Oh.
race punishments? Is it going to be
Oh,
that plus the...
punishment wheel is getting spun whether you're 60 or not. You can
Let
get
me
selected.
say something.
Okay, even if we're rating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if
Hey,
somehow you
guys,
manage to
sorry
go
I
into a
haven't-
raid
I
at level
haven't
1,
been on all day.
like your
Wait.
rolls are going to be nerfed. Just like it goes all the way. If that makes sense.
Doing amazing.
Next thing. That's
I'm
pretty
happy
much
to
everything
hear.
in game. We have the point system. We've got proximity voice. We talked about guild self-found only. We're going to play on the fresh new server that is unfortunately progressive or whatever the fuck. Do's and don'ts. Don't be weird in proximity voice. Trying to see what else we need to go over.
What does
Yeah,
he
but
mean by
Chance, this is kind
weird?
of a-
What's
I feel
he
like the
mean by
progressive
weird?
thing can be kind of sweet because like if we just it like gives us time to like relax and then come back to it. I feel like it's kind of good, no?
We are not getting locked back into the fucking
That's exactly what
progression
I
buy the
messaged you,
$90
Chance.
mount?
Like, so we can do season
I got
2 of
gifted it.
OnlyFangs in a few months. Yeah, the hype kind of
Fuck
dies,
off.
but it'll come back. No,
Listen, like,
seriously.
we
And
could
then
create-
season 3 a few
I'm
months
in a
after
work
that,
meeting.
if we're all not dead yet.
We could create like a reality TV
Hey,
show.
Hey,
Right,
This
yeah.
is something to be discussed. When
Guys,
we're
look
all
at my
level
trinket.
60 and we've cleared multiple.
Gala
We'll make a
Shadows.
battle
Can you
pass.
give an example of what weird voice chat is?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, okay. because we have proximity
Russell.
voice, and we have a bunch of streamers, hopefully everyone's been kind of vetted and we don't have any weirdos that are just gonna like follow people around. Don't just run at the big streamer and be on the big stream.
Okay, I wouldn't
all
do
the
that.
time. Because I can tell when it's happening, like all bullshit aside, just be genuine. Try to be genuine as much as you possibly can.
I definitely would follow someone
don't
around
be 12.
to annoy them.
I understand edgy humor. I understand
I'm
making
not
jokes
edgy.
here and there, but
I'm
these
not
people
edgy.
don't know you.
So?
So just get to know people more before you start pushing lines.
You can't just
I'm
talk?
gonna probably just be ruling with an iron fist. If there's a point where it's like, you're too immature for this, you're just gonna get kicked.
What if
I
we
get
are
kicked?
genuinely weird?
That's fine. I can tell
Same.
when that's happening. Like all bullshit aside.
Man.
I don't want to scare you guys to not interact with anyone. I want
No,
you
I'm
to
not gonna
have
talk
fun.
to anyone.
These are like extreme examples. I'm just warning you that I am looking at that kind of stuff and I see it as a future problem with proximity voice.
Yeah, I
I'll
have a
deal with it. Try to be not problematic if you can.
Let's
Go
say,
ahead.
not problematic,
Let's say there's
am
someone
I?
that's like not good at the game that, you know, we're like about to raid and they just can't get to 60 because they're terrible. Are you going to start allowing mob tagging, or are you just going to say there's no mob tagging ever?
Hey, that's a guild discussion for way later.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge
Thank
when it
you.
comes
Yeah,
to
let's
Miz.
not.
Like we might.
Get to
We're,
60. I'm not going into a dungeon with you.
Anybody who's not good enough to level 60
hey,
is gonna be allowed to
Summit.
raid.
You are in the wrong guild if you're trying to only play
Wait,
with good
Summit
players.
is playing?
We have people.
Hey, you know I got
listen,
you, dog.
listen, make it 60 doesn't mean you're a good player, but if you die 100 times before it means you're a bad player, right? I mean,
The gods, the bad shamans, they will
You know
kill
I
you
got
with
you, dog.
totems.
Yeah,
You're
don't
good
play with
clip
shamans at all.
farmer.
Actually.
Shaman is 100%
What does it mean if you
how
get your
everyone
friends
dies.
killed over and over
Yep.
again, though?
Totems
So-
will kill
Yeah,
half
but
this
they're
guild.
fucking agent. They almost killed us like 6 times in every dungeon.
Torrens, shamans specifically.
So we talked about pacing.
Lord.
Okay, so real life meetings. We're going to have some of those. This guild has definitely gotten so big that, you know, you can't just do a ton of IRL meetings and just exclude 90% of the guild, but we will still have them. There is going to be a real life guild meeting. Ms.,
Should I
you
go?
decide when you want to do it. I would guess maybe a week in. We might do a Secret Santa Christmas meeting.
Fly me out.
I'm not paying for your flight, but you're welcome to fly out. Absolutely. Listen, iDubbbz came to our meeting and then he went live the next day and said it was boring and not worth it. and it wasn't wrong. I told him it was a PowerPoint, and it was a PowerPoint.
We made food though. You got food. You got free food.
Hey,
Ooh, it was free food.
iDubbbz didn't enjoy the meeting because I put him in his place.
Let's go, Pops.
Do we have a physical location still for meetings?
That's up to Miz. Miz is in control of
Need to
IRL
upgrade
meetings.
it.
Yo, can we make Tyler one the main tank?
Yeah, who's gonna be the main tank?
Only this?
I
personally
am
vote
main
for Tyler
tanking.
one. Have fun.
It has to be a
Mary's tanking.
7-foot-tall unit.
No, Chance, you shouldn't be the main tank again.
Yes, he should.
I'm bald,
What?
so I'm.
It should be somebody who's worse.
I know we're
So
not.
here's what we're doing.
Wait, what
I'm
the
going
fuck?
to main. I'm going to main tank.
Wait, how much do
I
you-
am going to
15,
main tank.
30, 60?
Miz can off tank. I don't have set other off
Off
tanks.
tank?
Mary.
That is up in the air.
I'm not
If you make
tanking.
it to max level and you're the one getting funneled decent gear and you find yourself in that position to off tank, I don't care who you are. You can do it.
Mary, this is your chance.
This is my moment.
It's a Game of
I
Thrones.
vote Mary.
Mary,
Let's
you got it.
We take
I-
bad
I-
odds
need
on who gets to
RP.
60.
I can confidently say Mary will not make it to 60 and be in a position to be the third off tank, but I am
Okay,
open
but you
to
literally
it.
said that last year. You literally said that last year that I wouldn't fucking hit 60,
Mary,
and
you
I
got
fucking
fucking
did.
mob tagged. Relax.
And you
fucking
played
mob
yeah, Mary, you're not making it.
That was not me.
Gold. You bought gold.
To tell you right now, I have never made it from 1 to 60
Ew,
on
what
a
is he
warrior
saying?
in solo self-found. I did Tiz Dungo and I got to level 50. Okay, neither has Summit, to be honest.
Guys, I need a 12.
It's,
Come on,
you got
bro.
to 59.
Why are you
Can we wrap this up?
That's fine.
The bat
I am
came out of nowhere.
I am legitimately worried about even myself getting to 60 without dying. This is going to be very difficult. You can be the best player in the game. Bullshittery can happen. I think we will have
Ew.
another meeting the day before. Go ahead, Zico.
You're
I was just saying
13.
that's not true.
I need
got a
to
question.
miss
Are we
13.
gonna have a limitation on the add-ons that people use?
So
No. Why
No,
would
we're just
we?
gonna use an NPC finder all fucking day, making sure we don't get mopped up, or what?
Rest at
Absolutely.
XP, baby.
Abso-fucking-lutely, you should. There are obviously proximity voices
Enchants?
required. Obviously,
It's hard- yeah, it's
the point
hardcore.
system add-ons required. We had required add-ons last time because I just didn't want people to die. You need to have NPC scanners. You should have, if you don't know how to level, you should have rested XP or something of that, like, caliber to help you quest. You should have. There's a ton of add-ons you should have because it's.
Answer question: What happens if I don't get Tauren and I was supposed to be the off tank as a druid?
I mean, you don't have to play druid. No one said you had to.
I have
Play
a question,
warrior.
actually.
Yeah, you're pretty good at warrior, miss.
Wait, shaman can tank too.
Yo,
Shamans cannot tank. Do not say that.
Shaman can tank. Guys, very important. Very important. We are getting to the point where I'm going to send you out to take a quiz. However, I need all of you to check the announcements page in this Discord, and
Yes.
you need to pre-register.
I already did.
Okay.
I already
You need
did.
to do your quiz and do not leak it. Do not show
Okay,
on
I
stream. Do not stream content while you register, please.
Ozzy.
Okay.
He said that the registration is closed, unless that was a mistake.
Oh, I just got
Okay.
messages from Volps. Whatever the fuck's going on. If you haven't registered, please register. It makes
Hold
it
on.
easier. So these
I don't wanna
steps
leak
we've
it.
taken so that you cannot cheat on this quiz. you
Chance,
cannot
before-
practice this quiz. What,
before
Seer?
I've not talked this whole time.
You're right.
Before
Fine,
I
go ahead.
register, what's the point? Why should I do this?
Seer?
Good question. Good
Like,
question.
why
It's gonna be a
why would I
blast.
want to do this?
Seer? You
Because my
are...
body, everything in my instincts is saying
You
not
can
to do
stream
it.
the quiz. You just can't show the link.
Lowest caliber gamer. And I want you to prove... And last time you got... Did you make it to 60? I don't think you met the
I
quota
got to
with cheating.
56, okay.
You got close.
I
Through
don't know.
I didn't
tons
die
of
once.
cheating.
My first time ever playing.
Through an insane amount of cheating, mob tagging, getting like bought fiery weapon enchants, bow of searing arrows, everything. People would say it didn't count. This is your time to prove that a trash fucking role player Andy
I'm
can
not
play
a
this
role player. I've
20.
not played in a very long time.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
leave the RPR
GCG
alone.
simulator main can fucking boot up classic WoW and actually hit 60 in
have
the
to log into my
hardest
email,
leveling
I
mode the
think.
game has to offer, which is
Wait, I
pretty
don't
much
know- I don't
SSF.
think I'm
Great, it's not
logged in.
SSF, and we're gonna probably funnel all of our guild shit to you. Fuck them.
Chance,
Prove them wrong, Seer.
You were my
Seer.
favorite streamer during this whole thing. You have to do it.
Seer,
Why-
you
I
should
love
hear what they say about you. They call you a fluke, a wannabe, fucking loser, bullshit. This is your chance to prove them wrong. Everyone's saying it.
You're
Everyone's
gonna make
saying
so
it.
many memories.
Everyone's
All
saying
the
it.
friends
They're
we're gonna
hating
make.
on him.
Can we take the quiz for fun?
Yeah, can we just take it?
No,
Let's just
you
take it
cannot
now.
take the quiz. Oh, yeah, Ambi, of course you can. Yeah, because I know you're playing undead. So other exemptions I have, like, for example, Ampi, I think, is going for server first.
World
level
first.
60. World first, level 60. I am not going to hold Ampi back from trying to do that. I'm going to allow him, and he's been practicing. And if you I'm a speed leveler too. No, you're fucking not.
Yes, I am.
Ampi is.
What do you know?
I'm allowing him to play undead mage because that is what he is practiced as, and that is the class that he can level the fastest on. So there are exceptions like that, for example. And Ampi, you can take the quiz for fun. I
Can
don't
you
care.
trade them?
I don't even know. I
Chance.
guess next week.
Go ahead.
2 weeks.
So I want to bring this up now because we
I'm
talked
not
about it
playing
before, and
anymore.
we said we want to talk about it during maybe a meeting. The idea of talking with the guild about having guild merch and then using that merch to raise funds for a charity.
Undead Mail
Is that
Road.
something that we can still look at having?
Yeah, so we can do that. I still
hi.
am not positive on a direction if we want to do merch. We can.
Merch?
Last time I basically just shut it down and
like
said I
your
don't think we're
mod.
cool enough for a
Chance,
fucking
what if
merch.
we-
Bro,
What if we do
I'm
the
not
merch
wearing.
except for
I'm
charity,
not
we
wearing
buy gold with it?
OnlyFangs merch.
We could do that too.
That's a good idea.
You
We
like
can say
mine?
we can say fuck
Bathrobe
charity.
tabards.
Why are you
We
leaving
can say fuck
trash?
charity.
A merch is for charity.
Ooh, I hope I get
we
something
can
that has
do
a good
merch.
dance.
It's debated. This will probably be an off-stream discussion, in my opinion, about what direction to go with it. Like, what kind of shirts? I don't want to do crazy, over-the-top designs. I would prefer
Not
simple.
wearing one.
Chance.
Can we do it for
What?
like the racism?
Yeah, we can maybe
I'm a
have 4
simple
shirts, and we can
man.
make it like the winning shirt that sells the most. The fucking race gets points in game.
Something on the back of the shirt says,
Oh, yeah.
"Take tears, fall back, fuck the Roddies," something like that.
Like you could do fucking OnlyFangs and yeah, fuck the Roddies or fuck cows,
Less
whatever.
is more.
A lot of
Yeah, we
Eskimo.
can do
Fuck
something.
cows, okay? We
Why
need
are
to come
we
up.
fucking
Hey, Chance.
I mean,
Or
go-
WoW
what,
player.
Russell?
Can I go back to my bench?
Is undead like really hard to level as? Like, would you say it's like
No.
the harder race or no?
No. Ampi is choosing to level
Stop.
as
I'm
Just
asking
let's
you
take.
just because I was thinking about going undead.
you don't get to pick.
Wait, Chance, I have another quiz. I actually have a question though. So let's say
just take the quiz.
for tanking, is there one race that's actually way better to play?
Oh, it depends on what boss you're fighting.
Not really.
What's the best race?
Foreign technically, because your hitbox is too big.
God, no.
Have an argument.
All right, so basically, let's just talk about Horde. Let's talk about the fact we're playing Horde. We played Alliance last time. We had Paladins.
Hey.
Now we have Shamans. This is a different game.
Look.
This is a different game we are
Hi
playing.
there.
Shamans will increase our overall damage output. However, we have no blessing of salvation, which reduces the threat. In Classic WoW, threat is a problem. You want the boss hitting the main tank. Okay? Y'all's DPS is limited by how much damage and threat the main tank can generate. All right. Now, granted, I'll have Whirlwind and my threat will be crazy. Sometimes I'm not going to get procs, and you guys do. You will pull threat, and you may potentially die. It happens all the time. Horde just dies. Overall, higher damage.
That way.
But
didn't we say in our last meeting that we were going to be Alliance?
No. We did. We were.
Maybe
the meeting you're.
Didn't we not?
I think I left it.
The vote. Include the ugly people.
The Hughes log?
I vetoed it.
On my quest log? Here.
This is before we
What
had.
was the point of the last meeting then? I was here for like 4 hours.
Horde won that poll anyway. It was just by like 1 vote.
So it was 50-50, and I said whatever the fuck is winning.
BRB.
I said whatever the fuck is winning by the time we start is what we're gonna play. However, this is before we had the add-on with proximity voice and all these different things to make it different. And I thought to myself, why the fuck are we gonna play Alliance again? It's not different enough. Let's just play Horde. And also, people wanted it, so I just vetoed it and said, fuck that, we're playing Horde. Let's just change it up. Let's force it, make it happen. So here we are. And it's been like that for a while now. We're not playing Alliance.
Yay.
We are... at this point, also, all of the fucking challenge add-ons and everything is built for Horde. So we are playing Horde. It's decided, it's done, it's not changing.
And we wouldn't have S-Fan.
Tanking is harder on Horde, Mary.
So in-game events that we're going to have hide and seek with proximity voice, maybe hot and cold, and there will be rewards. We're going to have scavenger hunts hosted by Winky again, classic. We might even do quiz / game shows. I think Burn wanted to host those. These will have significant rewards. I would love it if I could, you get selected to go on the Family Feud it'll be in-game proximity voice with Burn or whatever, and the winner can get an epic item of their choice within their level. It can be fucking fun and crazy. We can do some cool shit, and there could be more events. We can do a Magara tournament. I just don't want to kill all of our play. I don't care if the sweats die. You guys can re-level, no problem. So maybe we'll do something like that, and we'll have the winning race. Someone represent their race. We could do something. What about the fact there will be 10 layers on Fresh? Should we try to corral everyone on one realm? Oh.
Did I miss anything important?
I think we don't worry about it at first. Maybe we do try and just force ourselves into one phase, but the issue with that is I feel like viewers would try and get on our phase too. It's just gonna be.
If we're all grouping with each other, we should end up on mostly the same layers.
I was just thinking maybe we just pick a layer and try to get on this layer just so you can have the drive-by interactions of
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We can have an overall priority.
I don't really have any jurisdiction with
try
that.
and be on layer 4, and there's an add-on that can track what layer you're on, blah blah blah. And for the newer players who have never played, we are going to have a PowerPoint mandatory, Tyler, for you guys to be at it. I want to go over all of the things that can
pretty
kill
much
you.
the
For
only
example,
things
layering
is you have to be a
and
partner.
how it can spawn mobs when you die. Things like that. There's.
What is layering?
He wants partners only.
That's gonna be the day before we.
Unless you're friends with people, I guess you could probably get in.
So
Chance, we're 100% doing the 21st.
100%. We are doing the 21st. We're playing on Fresh. What day of the week is the 20th?
Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday
is the 20th.
Wednesday is the 20th.
So on Wednesday.
He said he did the fig.
Next week, same time, I'll have a PowerPoint ready. I will already get my mods working on it. It's going to go over just basic shit. You do not have to be there. It's not
your best
mandatory,
chance
but
would be getting in
if you
later.
Are worried about
when
leveling,
it's
you should be
the
there.
hype is not.
There are unique, for example,
high.
now Horde has elevators.
And if you're
I don't know if you guys ever looked at the
stuff.
hardcore WoW death map, showing creating really big red spots where people tend to die. People died in the main Horde cities all the time. Which you think is the safest place.
All the deaths are hilarious.
Mary already died to Son of Aragorn.
I'm not. I am gonna. They're still gonna die,
Spoilers,
PS0.
man.
I did.
They're still gonna die. What do you mean spoilers? These are the people we're trying to fucking. They're still gonna die. You can die in elevators. You can get fucking layered, and you can die that way. What? There are elites. Son of Aurugul. They're level 24 elites in the undead zone that just patrol while you're level 12, and they one-shot you all over the place. There are things to look out for that a new player will not know unless you learn the hard way.
I'm about to take a nap
You do
on
not
the
want to
couch.
start hardcore, learning from the beginning the hard way all the way to 60. You'll be resetting constantly.
Chance, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if the quiz makes a different proportion for the amount of people in each race?
So we've done a couple of testings here and there. Overall, Tauren is the least selected, but that is partially on purpose because it has the least available classes.
Would that be?
So
I was one of them who picked Tauren.
Well, keep in mind that
wants
once
to
you
play
get
Tauren?
like when you die, your team loses points. Yes, one race may be with a huge disadvantage in the point system.
No, there's like a pre-quiz thing.
And you can also you can say the undead is the most popular and they have it the easiest. They get tons of points. Taurens can shit talk and say they're playing the easier version of the game. And Taurens are the
True.
worst chats.
for that?
Can we get extra special points for birthdays and stuff? Because my birthday's on the 21st, and I think if I'm gonna be a Tauren, Tauren should get a bonus, right?
Absolutely not. So, and the point again, the point system resets every single week. So yes, if you have the most players, you're going to be leveling like crazy, but you're going to get max level, and then it's harder to get more points. It should somewhat even out, but it's still going to be unfair, and that's life. Deal with it.
Are you gonna elect leaders?
So I talked about race
Can we
leaders.
Makarov for leadership position?
No.
No. Wait, really?
We can discuss some
I thought it was
leadership
for
like
League.
council bullshit and what obligations you guys will have, but I talked about why I was against
Johan
that.
is from
I don't want to put other.
What's Journey
I don't
to the
trust
West?
other people to stay in this game unless they're a WoW player, and I don't want to put too many WoW sweats in leadership positions again. So
Mr. Soda,
that's sort of where
let's
we're
take
at.
the quiz
I would
now.
prefer.
I'm ready
It's
to
in a-
take my quiz.
Huh?
Huh?
It's in a. Hello. It's in a dot dot dot.
Hello.
What is
I
that?
think Shobek just unmuted on accident.
Okay. Overall, I don't have a whole lot left to go over. I talked about GSF, I talked about SSF, I talked about the potential cheating. We talked about proximity voice. We've talked about the point system. We've talked about rating and how the point system affects that. IRL
So
meetings,
true, so
in-game
true.
meetings.
Turn my glasses on.
Just sweats over non-sweats. Don't be a piece of shit. I think
I'll
we are
try.
ready to take our quizzes
So
and
do
find
I.
out what race we're gonna be. Have fun. Good luck. See you guys then.
I thought you never saw me, why don't you try? Tell me that you want me, Look in my eyes, yeah, I can't stop thinking about you. There's just something about you, now's the time.